Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone is doing well and having a lovely time these few days just before Christmas. So I'm getting ready to have company, 4 adults for 4 days, and I need to get ready for that. So I need to get some breakfast burritos made because my daughter loves them, and I'm out, and I need to make them more than usual. So I have found that when I use the off-brand tater tots, I don't like them. They taste like the bag. I don't know how else to describe it other than that. And when I bite into a burrito, that's all I can taste, and it's not good. So, but I have found that if you use the name brand ones, they taste delicious. And the burrito, you can actually taste everything else in the burrito. So I didn't plan to get the mini ones, but that was all that they had. They were out of everything else, and that's my fault for shopping a few days before Christmas. So anyway, we need to get these baked up. Now, 425, 14 to 16 minutes. I actually think I went ahead and got 2 bags of these. And I'm not even using a big enough pan here, but this is the biggest one I have. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need the other bag, but I'm just going to wait and see. So we're going to get this bag baked up. And as I get one thing made, I just have a huge bowl. I throw everything in the bowl. And then I see, what else I need. And so if I find we need the other bag, then I'll go ahead and get them out and get them baked up. So, going to throw these in the oven. Okay, this will be all right. These shouldn't be pressed up against each other like this, but this is what I've been using to bake these up, and it works out just fine. I don't cook these to the minute. I actually will only bake these about maybe 13 minutes because I don't want them to get hard because, again, you're going to be microwaving these burritos, and you don't want anything in that burrito overcooked. So, yeah, we'll do these for 13 minutes, and then we're going to pull them out. Now then, while our tater tots are in the oven, we're going to get our sausage cut up. I got a pound of mild breakfast sausage and a pound of hot. And y'all, if you do this, make sure you dump out your trash can. You want to start with a clean trash can. And I don't have a dishwasher. I probably wouldn't use one even if I had one. I just feel better washing my own dishes. I know that they're clean. I let them soak for a bit. I always put like a little drop of bleach in there. And so before I start this, I get my dish drain cleaned out, and I run my hot water. And in case I have a couple of dishes, I throw them in the sink. So as I'm doing all this, while I'm waiting on something to cook or brown or whatever, I'm washing up the dishes that I've already used. And so it keeps everything clean. All my dishes are being washed at the same time. And so when I'm done with this, I don't have a pile of dishes to wash. Like this knife. Straight in the water. Now then, while our tater tots are in the oven and our sausage is browning away, let's get our onion. With my dull knife, don't mess around and cut myself. Okay, y'all. Got our onion sauteed, got some bell pepper in there. Now we're going to add 1 heaping tablespoon, if I can keep from spilling it. Heaping tablespoon of garlic. Just until it's fragrant, which will take literally 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off. And now I'm going to clean up the mess I just made because, of course, I spilled it on the floor. And then we're going to dump this on top of our tater tots in the bowl. Now our eggs. I don't know what y'all do with your eggshells, but I keep mine for the garden. I'm going to take these. I'm going to rinse these all out. I'm going to put them in the oven on low, like 200 degrees, for about 10 minutes, just so they can dry out completely. And then I've got a little grinder. I'm going to grind them all up and go bury them in the soil. Now, it will take a good year for them to actually break down, even grind it up. But it's, that calcium does wonders for your garden bed. Okay, remember what I told y'all about the eggs. See how they're shiny? So I have turned the heat completely off. Now, see how they're not shiny on the bottom? I turned the heat completely off, and it was on low, so you don't have to worry about these being burned. I turned the heat completely off so that the residual heat of the pan, and most importantly, I took them off the heat so that the residual heat of the pan would finish cooking these for us, so that they're not overcooked when we put them into our burritos. Because don't forget, y'all, you're going to be microwaving these. The last thing you want are rubber eggs. You see how I can see it clearly, but it doesn't look like it's coming in clearly on this video. But you can see it's shiny right in there. See how shiny that is? Okay, you can see it now. That just means they're not quite done, but the residual heat of this pan will finish them off. Just them sitting here, I'm going to finish kind of chopping them up, because all I did was whisk these up. But I scramble my eggs on a very low heat so that I'm certain that they don't overcook. And they taste better if you cook them on a low heat. You just have to try it. So I'm going to let these sit here just a few more minutes. And again, they're off the heat. Just letting them sit in the pan to finish cooking. And while these sit here and finish cooking, I'm going to shred our cheese. Okay, y'all. Last thing I got to do. And y'all already know how I feel about my Sharp Cheddar. And this is a 1 pound, yes, an entire 1 pound block. And I put this in the freezer for about, 15 minutes. It makes it so much easier to shred, just in case y'all didn't know that. It makes it hard so it's not sitting there melting and then sticking to your shredder. Okay, gonna get this done and come back. Here we go, y'all. Our pound of cheese. I love Sharp Cheddar. Now, here's our bowl. That's our tater tots. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, whether you like onion or not, onion sauteed in butter smells so good. And especially with that tablespoon of garlic I threw in there. Okay. Now here's our sausage. I put paper towel on the bottom and the top. Now we're going to dump this in. Make sure we got all the grease drained out. And then we're going to put our egg on top of that. And now remember I told you I don't put the cheese in here because it would just all melt and turn this into soup. So I will take our cheese and just put it in a Ziploc bag, or yeah, I mean you can leave it in the bowl and just put a plate over it and put it in the fridge until you start to make your burritos up. And then you put however much filling in your burrito. Now I go back and forth. I get either a half cup or a third cup measuring cup, so I can put the exact same amount in every single burrito. All right, y'all, let's get a few of these made up. I'm going to start with the half cup. Half cup. Woo! So glad I just washed this counter. Now, try to spread this out. Some cheese on top. Hold it like that, and you want to hold it down. Make sure you hold it, but don't try to roll it too tight or it will bust. Y'all see me do it. Perfect. A little bit more cheese. Y'all, these are delicious. I'm telling you, they make your lives just so much easier. And plus they're quick. What I do is each day when I get one out of the refrigerator to eat it, as soon as I get one out of the refrigerator to put in the microwave, I grab one out of the freezer to put back in the refrigerator. So I have it already thawing out for the next day. Takes exactly 60 seconds, and I mean it's hot. You could probably microwave it for just 50 seconds, but I like mine really hot. And there you go. All right, so I'm gonna finish this first 8, and then we'll wrap some up. The only part of this entire ordeal that I despise is tearing this saran wrap off. Oh, me and this container fight. So roll it like that, and then I roll it backwards like that. And these are as snug as a bug in a rug. And then I will put all 8 into a gallon. Matter of fact, let me show you. Okay. 1/2 cup. 1/3 cup. That way, when my kids go into the freezer, they'll know if they're grabbing a big burrito or if they're grabbing a smaller one. Now I'm only making the first batch for y'all. I've got to make up another batch, and I'm gonna make up a batch without eggs for my oldest daughter. And also, this should have been posted probably a week ago, so y'all forgive me, but I've just been under the weather again and haven't been able to shake it off. And I hope all of you have had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you all have a wonderful New Year. And I fully intend to have you a few videos up in the next couple of days for, you know, snacks and appetizers and that kind of thing. I'm feeling a little bit better, and so while I feel better, I'm going to get these videos made for y'all. So I truly appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you soon.